Hello, Progressionists, and welcome to school year 2021-2022. So this is our LMS, or our Learning Management System. In order to go here, you have to go to this site, or simply just type in lphs.adelearntechnologies.com. And when you press enter, you'll be redirected to this homepage. So as you can see, it's quite simple. It has here the sign-in details. You will enter here your username or email and password. Both of these information can be asked from your class advisors, or they might simply just give it to you personally or through Messenger. So you are going to type in here your username in this box here and your password here. So in this case, I have already typed in the username and the password. And you also have the choice to remember username. So what's the use of this one? So like next time, if you happen to be logged out, or if your session has timed up, well, okay, you can check that one so that the next time when you try to log in, the field for the username is automatically filled. So all you need to do is just to input your password. But for now, I will left that one unchecked. Once you have your username and email, or username or email and password filled in, you may press login. And it will take a few seconds to load, and this is our homepage for our Savvy account or LMS account, Adelearn. Okay, so this is like the homepage where you can see site announcements. So technically, announcements here that concerns maybe regulations about the site, some updates, or school-wide announcements can be posted here by the site administrators. So what's very important for you to change first, since you were given just a temporary password, is to change it, or maybe do something about your profile. So you are going to head over here at your profile. You're going to press this one, and it will have a drop-down menu. So you have there dashboard, profile, and log out. So later on, once you feel like you're already done visiting the LMS, you may have the option to log out, or if you want your session to be continued still when you open your laptop or your device the next time, you may just simply close the window. Okay, so let's go to your profile. And as you can see here, it has your full name, or the name that you have provided to your class advisor, and then you have here a short mock-up of your profile, and here your profile picture should be displayed. So for now, it's left blank. So if you want to put something in there, you could put technically a profile picture by clicking the actions button. The actions button is shaped like a gear that has an arrow pointing downwards. So if you're going to press on that one, it has a set of drop-down menu. Let's say, for example, edit profile, change password, preferred language, forum preferences, editor preferences, course preferences, calendar preferences, message preferences, and notification preferences. So for these one, I would not really advise you to mess these things up. Only, let's focus here on editing your profile and changing your password. I mentioned earlier that you were just given a temporary password, so your class advisor has a copy of that one. So if you want your account to be more secure, I highly request you to change your password immediately upon receiving your username and password. So in order to do that, you may just click on change password, and then it will redirect you to this kind of window. So you have there the username, and then it needs you to input your current password. So the current password is the password that was given to you by the class advisor. So remember that all these things that are marked in red with an exclamation point, these are required fields. So it means therefore that you need to supply your current password as well as also input your new password. See, I didn't put anything there, that's why it's telling me that that field is required. So therefore, I should really input there the current password. And then also input now a new password. And you need to also input the new password again, so just to see if they really matched. And once you are done changing things here, you're satisfied now with your new password, you may go ahead and click Save Changes. For now, I'm not going to do that because this isn't my account. Okay, so in order to go back to your profile, you may click again this drop down menu here and just go to your profile. And let's say, for example, you want to change now your profile picture. We do the same thing again. Let's click the Actions button and go to Edit Profile. And we are greeted with this type of web page. So remember what I told you earlier, these things are required, therefore they should not be left blank. And then you have here these things that are these circles with question marks. So if you click on them, it actually tells you what they are for. So it will give you additional details. Okay, so here if you scroll down, you have here a user picture. So current picture identified as none. As you can see earlier, we have no profile picture for this particular account. So if you want to add a new picture, if you click on this one, see, it gives you details or directions rather on how to add your profile picture. So to add a new picture, browse and select an image in JPEG or PNG format. Then click Update Profile. This image will be cropped to a square and resized to 100 by 100 pixels. So how to do that one? There are actually two ways. You may click on this icon here that has a doggy ear, or simply click on this arrow here. Or you can also drag and drop your files to add them. So you could just click this one, click Add, and then a file picker menu will pop out, and then just click Upload a File. And when you click Upload a File, it will have another set of menu, and then you can select Choose File. Okay, I will try an uploading so that you will see also. Say for example, let's have this instead. Okay. So see, you have now uploaded the April logo. That's what I've chosen earlier. So let's upload that file. It will take maybe a second or two. And then there you go. It will be uploaded here. Okay, so it means that it's now ready for uploading. And once you are satisfied with that one, you can just go ahead and update profile. Or if you want to also put a picture description, then that's also okay, but it's not really required, so you have the option to leave that blank for the moment. And then if once you're satisfied with everything here in your profile, you have changed, say for example, your first name, surname, and the email address, but I really advise you not to change any of these here because these are like really vital information. So just go scroll ahead. You can also put here under city or town where you are located. Say for example, if you're from Tacloban, you can just put here Tacloban City. If you're from outside Tacloban, you can put here the name of the municipality that you're currently residing in. In this description box, you can write here a short information about yourself, maybe what grade level you are or something like that. Okay, so once you're really satisfied with everything what's going on here, then you can just click on Update Profile, and it will update your profile picture as well as your the other information that you have modified in this particular section. But for now, since again this is not my account, I will click Cancel. But if it's your account, you may click Update Profile. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to Profile. And if you click on profile again, then all the changes that you have made to this particular profile will be shown here already. And this message here, it says this is dismissible announcement for site visitors or students. You may just click the X button located at the far right. There you go. And now let's go to home. Let's try clicking home. Let's see what's in there. Okay, so that's technically the site announcements. When you click on dashboard, here you are going to be faced with this type of tour. For first time, if it's your first time accessing our LMS, you'll get this tour that's for like open for everyone. Then you have actually the option to like end the tour immediately and just, you know, explore by yourself, or you could just go with it and then click next. And then there you go. These are now the courses. The courses or the subjects that you're currently enrolled in, which means that each card here, yeah, these are called cards. This represents a particular class, or in this case, a particular course, a particular subject. So make sure that you are enrolled to, make sure to double check that you are enrolled in all the subjects that you are taking for this school year. Okay, so you may click again next or end tour. For now, let's click end tour. Okay, so technically the dashboard will show you all the subjects or all the courses that you have been enrolled in by your subject teacher or your class advisor. So currently this student is enrolled in ESP 10, Filipino 10, and Introduction to Research 10. So that's everything that is going to happen here in the dashboard. Scrolling down, you also have your to-do list. You can add something here just to remind yourself of some important things that you need to do. Maybe submission of a project, submission of a performance task, or having a group meeting regarding a video that's going to be filmed, or something like that. You can do it here. You can type in your to-do list. So that's everything for the dashboard. Again, the dashboard, it shows you all your courses. And here in the recently accessed courses, since you haven't technically accessed yet any course, it's not going to show anything here. But later on, once we click on a particular course, it's going to show something there. Let's now go to the calendar. So the calendar is, of course, is just a calendar. There you go. You have also this tour that explains what a calendar is for. So let's click end tour for now. Okay, there you go. So this is your monthly calendar, and in each date, particularly which has course events. Okay, so you have here the events key. It's like legends to what particular to the particular details that can be found in the calendar. So you have the option to hide them or show them. Say for example, these are all course events. So if I click on this I button here, I have the option to hide them. And there you go, they're now hidden. But I wouldn't do that if I were you, because the calendar is very much helpful in reminding us that we have submissions to do, submissions to meet, and also activities to do. So it's very much important that we always check from time to time our calendar, because our teachers are also updating them from time to time. Now let's go to my courses. So if we click on my courses here, it's going to show us all the courses that we are currently enrolled for the school year. So what I've mentioned earlier, make sure that you have double checked your courses and make sure that you are enrolled to all the courses that you should be taking up for the entire school year, or for the case of our senior high school students, for the entire semester. Okay, let's click enter for now. There you go. This is now a wider view of the cards that we have seen earlier at the dashboard. So as you can see here, we have ESP 10, Filipino 10, and Intro to Research 10. So if you try and hover your mouse at each one of them, it will give you information about each subject. And if you try hovering your mouse, it's going to give you the name of the teacher. So for example, for ESP 10, that's Ma'am Anna. For Filipino 10, that's Ma'am Choice. And for Intro to Research, that's Sir Mag. Let's try visiting Intro to Research 10. Let's try visiting what a particular class would look like. So you have here, welcome to our class, and then there's a banner image. And then the teacher. You can just hover your mouse to that, and then it will show you the full name of the teacher. So if we try and click on announcements, because these are just class announcements, in contrast to the site announcement that we had earlier. Say for example this one, we clicked announcements, and we can see here course requirements. So if we try and click this one, it will show us what course requirements are needed for us to pass this particular subject. So you may take note of that and just visit that from time to time. It will not technically disappear. So let's go back now to our class, Intro to Research 10. And scroll down, we have Quarter 1, Week 1, Basics of Research. By the way, the format for this one, for easy navigation, we have here on the first part of this one is the quarter number, and then week number, and the title of the topic is going to be delivered for the week. And then we have here subsections. We have here the learning plan, the study materials, offline activities, quiz, and performance task. So it should be noted that not all of these will really be filled for every week. Say for example, in this one, just week 1 alone, only 3 of 5 are filled because this is still a progressive topic. So maybe in the later topics there will be a quiz or maybe even a performance task. But for this one, we just have the learning plan, the study materials, and offline activities. So if you happen to click on this one, the basics of research, if you try clicking on it, it will download the file. See, it will download the file over here. The same is true if we try and click basics of research. So if we try and clicking basics of research, the PowerPoint presentation for that one, it will download the file. And if we try and clicking under offline activities, listing of research topics, it will redirect us to another window, this one. So listing of research topics is actually our homework. So you have here listing of research topics, that is like the title of our assignment, and then it's very important for us to read carefully the instructions that come along with it. So on a Word document, write down at least 5 topics of interest that you can do research on. Okay, so you have that one. And then you have here submission status. So attempt number, this is attempt number 1, and there are only 1 attempts allowed for this one. Submission status, no attempt. Grading status, not yet graded because we have not yet submitted. Due date, that is on August 16, that's on Monday at 12 a.m. So it also shows you here time remaining, so that you will also be reminded as to how many days and hours left you have to comply for this one. Submission comments also, you can add a comment for your submission, like for example, this is my final assignment, something like that. You can add that one, and just remember to click save comment so that that comment will be submitted together with your assignment. Okay, so let's try now and submitting an assignment. Say for example, we already did the assignment, okay, and then we're going to submit it. We're just going to click add submission. As you can see here, you have not made a submission yet. So let's click on add submission, and it will redirect us to this particular window. So file submissions, it's kind of a window that's similar to when we were adding our profile picture. So there are 3 ways for that one. We can click this one, this document icon with a doggy ear, or click this arrow button, or just simply drag and drop our files to this particular window here. And just take note that some assignments are very, very particular with what they're going to be accepting. So in this particular assignment, only document files are accepted. So that could be .doc, .docs, something like that. So document files. So what does that mean? Technically, it does not let you submit files that are either PDF, MP4, JPEG, or image files, or audio files, because it specifically says that accepted files or file types are only document files. So let's try and submitting an assignment. Same process earlier as to how we uploaded a picture. Let's click upload a file and then choose file. So let's choose a file, a random file. Okay, say for example this one, side notes. Okay, it has now been uploaded, and then upload this file. And then you can see that once it is here in this particular window, it has been uploaded. And then if you are already sure of this one, you may click on Save Changes. There you go. Your submission status now has changed from none to draft and not submitted. It is very important for you to take note that this is still a draft. It has not yet been submitted. So you need still to submit your assignment, because there are really confusions about this one. Just because I've already uploaded a file, it doesn't really mean that you have submitted it. It's still in a draft status, which means that you have still the chance to edit it. See, you have here the options to edit submission or remove submission. But if you are already sure about it, you may click on Submit Assignment. So just take note that once you click on Submit Assignment, it says here, once this assignment is submitted, you will not be able to make any more changes. So if you click on this one, that's it, that's final. But since, again, take note, our assignment is still in draft mode, not yet submitted, you have here these two buttons, Edit Submission and Remove Submission. You can still make changes to your submission because it's still under draft mode. So if you're still not sure about it, you can just click Edit Submission, and if you think that you have uploaded a different file, not your assignment, you can just click Remove Submission, and it will remove the previous assignment that you have initially uploaded. But if you are sure about everything now, you're confident about that, you may just click on Submit Assignment. Once we click Submit Assignment, it will direct you to this webpage, Confirm Submission. So all you need to do is just to check this one. Again, it has a red exclamation point, which means this is required. So remember to always check this one if you want to submit now your assignment. And there's a question there, are you sure you want to submit your work for grading? You will not be able to make any more changes. It gives you more chances to think about your decisions. Are you really sure now to submit your assignment? Well, if you are really sure about that, let's click on continue. If not, you always have the choice to click cancel. But if you are really decided on that one, you can just click on continue. And then there you go. Your submission status from none to draft, not submitted, and now to submitted for grading. And there we have it. We have submitted our assignment. There we go. And you can see here last modified. It's Saturday the 7th of August at 5:57. It also reflects the time that we have submitted our assignment. So there we go. We have just to wait for our teacher to grade this one. And that's how we attach assignments into our learning management system, or LMS. Let's go back now to our class. So we could just click anywhere here. Technically, these are all links to a section of our class. So let's just go back to our main class. So Introduction to Research 10. If you happen to be curious and click on participants, you can simply not see any participants. Why? Because that is of course private and only the teacher can see that on his or her end. Okay, so let's go back to our subject. It's really quite easy, but if you have any questions, you may ask them at the comment section below so that our LMS people can also address your concerns immediately. Okay, so just to recap, so these are all working links, so if you try and clicking on them, it will download the file. This one, the learning plan and the study materials. Offline activities, this one in particular is an assignment, so we have just tried and submit an assignment. And that's basically it. If we click announcements, we can check what announcements our teacher has left for us to check on. And then if we are through with this particular subject, let's just click on Savvy, this logo here. Let's click on Savvy, and it will redirect us to the site home, where we can see once again the site announcements. Now it also has two versions. Like, remember earlier we could click this one to toggle the side panel here, okay, or this one to enter full screen. There you go. So now it's full screen, you don't have any distractions. But if you don't like, if you're not comfortable with that one, you can just always click that back and it will go back to just it being in a browser. Then if you try to click recent, you can directly visit here your recent courses. But if you don't also want that one, you can just go to dashboard. And earlier I've told you that this particular section here was labeled none because we haven't accessed any course yet. Now that we have visited a course, it showed up here because that is for a recently accessed course. So that's it. Once you go back to our homepage, just click on the Savvy logo. And this is basically how our learning management system looks like. So if you've got any other questions, you may just drop them in the comment section below, and our LMS people will be surely happy to entertain that. Thank you very much for watching.